This is why I always recommend tying up your cages before doing the farm work. Okay, so here's a perfect example of what will happen to your beam if your steels are not overlapping and tied properly. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Get Up In and you're watching Building a Jamaican Home series. So in today's video we're going to be putting on all the steel cages for the belting right around the building. As you can see, we have a lot of steel cage to make and we have a lot of work to do. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Please click that like button. Alright, so the objective for today is to get this steel cage on that long wall. We go straight across, straight here so, and come back down there so. We go now view from the outside. So from there, straight through the bathroom and go on the other side.
That is a giant size steel cage. Hold on, hold on. It's stuck.
If it happens that you are installing a cage as long as this, I would advise you to get a second or an assistant because this is way harder than it looks on TV.
The belly. You good?
We eventually had to remove these three stirrups from the vertical steel cage to settle the horizontal cage. Okay, so here at like these now where the cage line up. You have 1 inch or so and 1 inch from the other side, but vertical steel cage in the line up. So you not have to push it over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to crank it over, carry this, come to this. So just crank it. If you look, you'll see the black, got the black line up. And that is a part of the casting. When we cast, this keep moving while we vibrate and ram down the concrete. So now we'll crank it over. Guys, don't be afraid to bend up on the steel. You know. Crank them over and make them fit. Don't make them push out any box, you know, not go cast up on them thing there. Always remember, crank it over. You can crank, bend, curve, twist, anything to them steel cages. The more pressure upon them, the stronger them be. Alright, so guys, what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them, just cast up them there in the belting. Belting, it will be too thick if you cast them in the belting, because it will be one of that, and then that, and then belting. All of this would have to be pure concrete. But one block roll, one row block now will make a difference. Cast up in the belting, right? Until I get backed up all of that in a belting. All of that in a belting. So I make that steel cage here now hang out. So I want the steel cages, I just cantilever, guys, cantilever. I got cantilever about 3 foot out. So I go just make the steel cage and then bend up and make a smaller cage. I bend up the same steel cage in a 4x4 at the top. So when I make the 16, I bend the bottom, come up and then bend it out. And make some 4x4 stirrup and tie on that up to 3 feet over, and that 3 feet will come right round. So same thing with this steel cage, small piece with cantilever, steel cage, small piece with cantilever. This one as well, steel cage, small piece with cantilever. That make a builder one day now, go straight down there, so install that, and then build this one to the back. And this piece me for add on right there, so, and lock it in this. But we can't really tie up the steel cage them yet until we get the measurement. So I have a string line right around again. I bust off all of my string line them. Tell them this is the only time I use string line to get a level right around the top of the building. But if you lay the block them, string line is a headache. And guys, we want to do a question and answer segment. So please leave your questions in the comment, and when we're ready to do the question and answer segment, we'll pick out some of the questions, the suitable questions, and answer them. Alright, so the space from cage to cage is 99. We got add a 6-inch on the back so we can bend it down for it to lock onto the vertical steel cage. And then this now, we got add the 3 foot from the 99 come stop right here, so I add the 3 foot on the steel cage, minus 6 inches. If you don't understand, for the top steel, we add about 1 foot on the bottom steel, so we can bend it. After it come out here, so we bend it up and then bend it out. Alright, so stay tuned, guys. Alright, so I'm going to have the 6-inch bend about here, so I'm going to start it 1 foot, so the steel cage is going to come up. So we can't start it in the steel cage, so we start it about a foot away from the end, Right here is going to be the end because then I go bend. And then we start, I have a little template I have. Let me just put in so when I tie up. So for full no experience now, I'm just space them out. I remember from start to finish, supposed to be 99. So that's supposed to be 99. No, yeah, let's get our tape measure. Now, if you have a measure, we have to add the 6. If you measure from the end, we have to add the 6" and the 99. We make 105. You can't do maths now, guys, so you have to help me out. So 99 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will stop right here. So we have to take it back now 1 foot from the steel cage. So we have to go back to this. So this is the last one. The vertical steel cage can come up between this right here. So I have more play. So them here have to come off. Can't shake. This is the final product. So here so I got tie on to the back of the steel cage, the vertical steel cage, and then here so I got tie on to the front of the vertical steel cage. This no line up, but just so. And if you look on it, that's where it line up. Alright guys, let's try put up this. Now, I really appreciate the sharing of the videos, guys. Alright, so the other one at 13 feet. I put a 3" bend on each side. So I'm going to make it 13 feet 6 inches. And then bend 3 over this and bend 3 over this. And boom, done. So we put in that. Put in that. We put in this. And we put in them here. So everything is practically in now, and let me show you the cantilevered piece. So you can see how this was bent up. And then this one was done the same way. So I'm not really join it. Bend it up, bend up the same steel in the design. So there you go, 3 of them out there. So So I'm gonna tie them up yet. When we get the card level, I'm gonna string a card, then we level them to the card and then tie up everything together. Alright, so we're going to look at making the stirrup for the 16-inch steel cage for the belting. So 3/8 steel. There's a piece of 3/8 steel and we cut out 40 how much? 42. Alright, so first I put about 2-inch bend. Inch bend, then fold it and put it at the 16. So I have a template now we mark 16 down here, so I draw it a little bit. Bend it at the 16. Make sure it's square when you bend it. Straight over the 3.5 now. Bend it again. Take that off. Put it back down on the 16. Bend again. And make sure when you bend it, line it right over the first hook. Draw it out. There so it go. Put it over back. Final bend. 2.5. And that's how it's done. So I'm going to make 2 of this and then finish make up the steel cage. Alright, so I am completely out of 3/8 steel. I'm going to find some short pieces and I'm just going to make this. Just one stirrup alone I need. So I'm going to just make this and just going to put it on this like that. And I'm going to put it in the cage. Just one to the end. It's on top of block, so it's not like no weight will come down on it. So that's what I'm going to use. So this is how it looks now. So everything else is up except for alright guys, all the cages are in now. So when you're not putting the cage them guys, you don't have to overlap them. They have to overlap and tie. I've seen some buildings where belting go up and the beltings are 6 inches apart from each other. None of them no overlap, none of them no touch, and the building are already cracking and pulling apart. So always overlap your steel them, crank them down just for them to hold. They need to go up a little and level off, and then me start tie them together, tie them on vertical and tie them inside of the columns. Today they're not tied yet, so this is where I say ciao for now guys, and we'll see you in the next video. And guys, don't forget, like, comment and share. See ya.